All right, let's talk about Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony some more. So Metcalf's father has been on this like apology tour of won't somebody please think of the poor murderer suspect and everything he's going through, and he's just been continuing in that vein.
And the fact that, someone was immediately taken into custody, they know who did this, they are charging him with murder. I mean, how does that make you feel that police immediately got this person?
First of all, I feel sorry for that individual because he's now made a mistake that's going to cost him the rest of his life. The hard part that cost me is I lost my son and his brother.
First of all, I feel so bad for the black teenager who murdered my son. Secondly, I lost my son, so that's also bad. But let's not lose track of, first and foremost, this kid. He's ruined his life. Please think of him.
Was holding him, trying to hold the blood in, and he passed my son.
Now, they immediately tried to set up a bunch of GoFundMes for this guy. And GoFundMe kept taking them down because GoFundMe doesn't allow violent criminals to raise like defense or anything like that. They took down Daniel Penny's for the same reason. They don't allow you to give money to people who are charged with like violent crimes. So they moved it over to Give, Send, Go, which is a lot more liberal with allowing people to have their fundraisers stay up. I posted this one a couple days ago on April 5th. They had $44,000. Here's the link to the live Give, Send, Go, where they are currently at $171,000 and rising. It just keeps going up and going up. You could literally like sit here and refresh the page. I mean, look at this. In the last 2 minutes, hundreds of dollars kept coming in. Like it's just money just flooding in for poor Carmelo Anthony. This is the official support fund for Carmelo and his family during this challenging and difficult time. The narrative being spread is false, unjust, and harmful. As a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for all of your support during this trying period. Your prayers and assistance mean more to us now. More to us now more than ever. More to us now more than ever. And this massive fundraising campaign, ongoing, constant raising of funds, almost 5,000 donations in about 72 hours, comes in the wake of like a massive misinformation campaign from the black community rallying around this murderer to take his side. A 4.0 student. Yeah, did you know he had a 4.0 GPA? Did you know that? A football team captain, a leader, a protector, a role model. Spoiler alert, none of this shit is true. They just make shit up. They just make shit up and spread it around, and black people lap it up. Just like you can tell them that the original samurais were black and the original Vikings were black, and they like, I knew it. We up in here. Oh, shit. That's right. That's right. The white man tried to take we invented everything, but the white man tried to erase us from history. Carmelo Anthony is the kind of young man every parent hopes to raise. He speaks with respect. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. He takes care of his younger siblings and little cousins. He works hard, stays out of trouble, and carries himself with dignity. Yet here he is behind bars, not because he was looking for trouble, not because he was the aggressor, but because he refused to be a victim. They jumped him, outnumbered, attacked. He fought for his life. And now instead of calling it what it is, self-defense, the system is trying to make him the villain. The real bully is gone, but Carmelo is the one paying the price. The media won't tell you the truth. They want to spin a narrative to stir division, to push an agenda, but we won't be silent. We demand justice. We demand fairness. Charge the other attacker. Drop the charges against Carmelo. Let the truth be heard. And then you got this one. This is from Chief Shilson of the Frisco Police Department, April 3rd, 2025. A statement from the Frisco Chief of Police. Authorities are still investigating the recent stabbing of Austin Metcalf that happened at a track rally. However, it has come to our attention that a number of far-right bloggers have been spreading misinformation on social media about the incident or intentionally omitting the details and circumstances that resulted in the stabbing. We are also disturbed by the number of news articles that have been posting highly misleading and vague headlines falsely insinuating the victim was stabbed and killed at random. So just for clarification, we would like to reiterate yet again that this was not a random or unprovoked attack. Our department has made that clear numerous times in news interviews and press conferences. It was also not racially motivated. The victim was stabbed during a mutual combat altercation that the white teen initiated with the suspect. Austin started a confrontation with the suspect because by demanding a seat at the stadium that the black teen had first. Because by demanding a seat that the black teen had first. Austin then sucker punched him in the face and moved his phone down onto the bleachers, causing the screen to crack during. The track rally did not have any assigned seating at the stadium for this event, and patrons and the suspect were free to sit wherever they wanted in the facility. Both teens then got into a mutual combat brawl after the white teen punched the suspect in the face and Austin got stabbed while that altercation was taking place. So the suspect did not this is how police talk, by the way. They capitalize not. This is how when the chief of police puts out a statement, he's like, the suspect did not, all capitals, randomly stab Austin in the heart after he was told he was sitting in the wrong spot, as several bloggers online have inaccurately claimed. The suspect is claiming self-defense, and a grand jury will determine if this was self-defense under Texas law. The suspect was charged with murder strictly as a preliminary measure before we knew any of the facts on what had led to the stabbing. The charges could be reclassified or downgraded as more evidence is reviewed. We will not allow bad actors try to create racial division in our community by spreading intentional misinformation. And on it goes. As some of you more astute in the audience may have already guessed, this was not, in fact, the Frisco police chief putting out an official statement. This was a fake post circulating. Experts say posts falsely claiming to be from Frisco police chief appear designed to raise doubt about the investigation and provoke racial tension. And I already mentioned this on Saturday, but that's not the only thing they've been putting out. There's a fake autopsy report going around. So they also were spreading around a fake toxicology report, which anybody who knows anything knows that you don't get toxicology reports a couple days after someone dies, claiming that according to the coroner, he had died of a an MDMA overdose, and not, this is it right here. Oh, 9mm SMG. That's my mutual. Went viral, and then other people were sharing this around. So this shit's just spreading all over, which is why you have black people rallying around this guy and giving him almost $200,000 and counting. New information about the investigation into the stabbing death of a 17-year-old Frisco student athlete. CBS News Texas has learned from law enforcement sources involved in the investigation that 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, the suspect in the murder of Austin Metcalf, had previously been suspended for bringing a knife to school. Law enforcement sources tell us that 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony should have been in class at Centennial High School and was skipping school yesterday when he allegedly stabbed Austin Metcalf following an altercation. Today we spoke with Austin Metcalf's father, who says online postings about what caused the altercation are erroneous. He says it started when his twin sons questioned Anthony about why he was standing over by their school's track team instead of his own. Austin's father says he can forgive what happened to his son, but believes the teenager accused deserves the death penalty if convicted. So, all right, well, there's a little bit of a redeeming, if true, moment for the father. I tried to corroborate that this morning. I tried to Google that and find any other source saying that he was calling for the death penalty, and I couldn't find it. But this is an actual journalist, verified CBS account here posting this. So, I said it at the time. I'm like, yeah, look, man, you can forgive him while he's swinging from the tree. You know what I mean? You can forgive him, but justice still needs to be served. Seems like, according to this, the father actually agrees with that. So maybe he doesn't deserve as much shit as he's been getting. But as I was saying, this thing rallying around the killer, it's nothing new. All this fake shit about he's a honor model student and this and that, the captain of the football team. He's actually like a thug who's brings knives to school and skips class and shit like that. But it wouldn't matter. Like, this is the O.J. Simpson verdict aired live on Oprah's show in 1995. And when they said Simpson was guilty, or innocent rather, of the obvious murder he committed, they all the black people cheered and all the white people looked around in horror. So it's always like this. It's just that white people don't have the same kind of tribal solidarity that black people have. Hey, what up, Familama Ding Dong? It is I, your boy LP, and the clip you just watched is from my live stream show, The Daily Cope, which I do 4 to 5 times a week on Rumble, Odyssey, and my other YouTube channel. I will link all of them below if you want to check it out. And thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.